Hi, I'm James from Games Radar Plus, and I am here with Dan.
Hello there.
Hello, Dan. You've just come from the EA conference. Now, traditionally, EA haven't always had the biggest of hitters when it comes to conferences. Did it change this year?
I think this conference says one thing, and that's EA are going to sell a lot of Star Wars games.
Yes.
I mean, you know, the conference definitely had its highs and its lows. I mean, the highs were basically at the front and at the end, and you could say most of the lows were kind of all the way through. But I mean, I guess to start with the most important thing of all, to start with Star Wars. I've been coming to E3 probably on and off for about 10 years, and I've seen like a lot of demos and a lot of big moments, like the Uncharted 2 ship demo, Metal Gear Solid 2, the rain on the screen. You know, for me, live, that was up there with the most exciting E3 moments, literally of all time. That's obviously because I love Star Wars.
Yes,
like, I've got a huge emotional bond to Star Wars. It's the age I am. I grew up with Star Wars. But I think, in your mind, you think you know what that game's going to be. You think it's just Battlefield with the Star Wars engine or the Star Wars characters on top. But seeing it live, there's something magical in the fusion. It's the sound effects, the evocative nature of seeing, you know, the first time, you know, in the live demo when you see the AT-AT thunder down. Oh my God, I literally, like, the guys next to me, I grabbed them, like, with my arms and did 3 massive big swears out loud, like, you know, the naughty words, nice and big, because it was so exciting. And, like, they were, and it was really cleverly staged. So by the time it came to, here's Darth Vader, who could beat Darth Vader? Oh my God, it's Luke. Like, it wouldn't be an exaggeration, and this speaks ill of me, to say, like, I was getting almost a little bit teary-eyed.
Wow.
Like, it was properly, like, you know, and hey, that game was on my radar, but not in the way that it is now. Like, wowzer, that was like, just to be there for that was amazing. Okay,
well, that was a pretty special moment for you then. So let's keep it with the big hitters. At the beginning of the show, we saw Mass Effect 4.
Yeah, Mass Effect 4 set the crowd off on the right foot. I think straight away you knew it was Mass Effect. And it was really heartening, actually. We just sat through the Xbox conference, and there were some big cheers in there, but you felt like the big cheers were kind of orchestrated by the dudes they brought in wearing green, right? Where this felt more like the crowd wanted Mass Effect. And like, I felt myself getting a little shiver of, oh man, it's Mass Effect. They didn't show much really in terms of like, what is the game? It was quite evocative in terms of the worlds. I like that they inverted the expectation with the kind of cowboy theme, and it's, you know, it's about being at the new frontier. That's what Mass Effect's about. It's about discovering a galaxy. But we didn't learn much, you know, and hey, we've got a name. Let's look forward to it next year.
Okay, so those are the big hitters. We also saw a lot of slightly lesser titles, you could say, with Minions. That was on stage for quite a long time.
Yeah, I mean, Minions, like, I like...
They're great, though.
...the film, and I like Minions, and EA probably make a load of money from mobile, so they're kind of obliged to go, here's the Minions game. But, I mean, that definitely, like, mood hoovered a little bit. And I think it was the same with Plants vs. Zombies 2, which is, you know, like, that's going to be quite a fun game, kind of, but it didn't really work, and it's not any game that goes, we're really wacky, oh my God, it's wacky. You just think, oh, yeah. You know, tough crowd. But, you know, I understand why they're doing it. It just kind of killed the mood.
So then we had the things that we saw every year. We had the new FIFA, the new NHL, and the new Madden, all of those things. But I guess to sum up, the big thing to take away is Star Wars.
Oh, massively Star Wars. We saw all the obligation games. We saw FIFA. We saw Pele. Yeah. I mean, I can't believe
actual
that, like,
Pele.
They, you know, debatably, probably Diego Maradona, but they're saying, you know, Pele's the best footballer of all time. He's a legend, right? But he's not very interesting to interview. Wow, there's some big police siren noise. That's the Pele police reeling me in. All right, Pele is the best player of all time. I concede it. We'll get the Diego fighter jets now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it didn't really work as a performance piece. You know, it was a cool thing to have him there, but didn't really work as a performance piece. Game looks cool. The way to see that game is to play it. Madden kind of washed over me, but it looked cool. I really liked NBA Game Face. Like, if someone can finally create an app that is as simple as scanning your face to put you in a game, you know, that does feel like a bit of a game changer. And it's obviously worth mentioning Mirror's Edge.
Yes.
Mirror's Edge Catalyst, like, again, that game looked beautiful even back in the day, though I had big problems with its essential linearity and sort of, I don't know, if you missed the beat, you were stuffed. The big reveal now is that it's completely open world and you pick up missions as you go. That could be, again, a big game changer for that world, and like, it looked stunning. all of EA's Frostbite stuff looks magnificent. Need for Speed. You know, I'm not into Need for Speed, but whoa, there were some effects in Need for Speed.
All right, well, before any more sirens go off and they come and pick you up, Dan, we should wrap this up. So that's it from the EA conference. Join us again soon for the Ubisoft reaction, and later on tonight, the Sony reaction, and then our big flagship show, Who Won E3, where we'll be discussing all of the conferences in a bit more detail. So join us for that at around 9 or 10 a.m. PT time.